Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Playing today spawning on the right we have Pantherfame playing as Soviets. And his loadout is Urban Defense, Mechanized Support, and Airborne Troops. Team up with him is miragefla playing as US Forces, who has Armor Company, Airborne, and Recon Support. Facing off against him on the left we have laggyAR playing as Ostheer, who has German Infantry, Jaeger Armor, and Strategic Reserves. And finally we have ed80hertz, also playing as Ostheer, immediately locking into Storm. This is a random team affair here. Got the ranks. miragefla rank 17, Pantherfame 40, ed around 80, and laggyAR in the 30s. So a double pyro start here for ed, no MG42. Can get you in a bit of trouble early on, but machine gun coming across from laggyAR. Gonna get some nice suppression in there. Does mean that he is potentially going to get overwhelmed in the south. We've got a 3 conscript start for Pantherfame. Looks like miragefla went for 2 rifles into the Pathfinders. Not much action up there in the north. Pie's closing the distance, but the riflemen are going to be too strong from that position. And there they go. Pies, meanwhile, they're pushing all the way forwards, and they can do alright against the Pathfinders, depending on how the snipes go, but it looks like Pathfinders are kind of like lasering down one model at a time. Exactly what you'd want to not have happen when facing against them there. So they drop very, very quickly thanks to those snipes. Red is doing pretty well there, but overwhelmed. 3 or 4v1 there. Oh, and a sniper now from ed.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
He has 1 grenadier at the moment to help defend it. Gets 1 snipe off there, has to retreat. But snipers generally not really what you want up against Pathfinders, but we'll see how ed works it. Move on to the cutoff here from Pantherfame. It's controlling the south, but it's not much good when you've lost your cutoff, not getting much fuel income at the moment. MG coming across though. And there goes that conscript squad. We've got the flame out now for ed. This conscript's very, very clumped up. Oh man, they're taking just so much damage because they're so clumped. It's very frustrating sometimes when that happens. Try and like get out of the way of it. Oh, that was a close call for ed. Now the Axis are on the back foot a little bit. Ed's early build here not working out super smoothly. laggyAR, you know, brought his machine gun into the center to assist, but then kind of left him a little bit undefended on his side. He's pushing quite far though onto the Axis fuel, onto the Allied fuel. Same story up here. We've got Pathfinders just waiting here in camos. I've got them on hold fire as well. And that could be nasty. Sniper inching its way forwards. Really needs like a squad up here to bait the sniper out though. Captain is the option for miragefla. Also had some SVTs dropped in there for Pantherfame. Looks like he only went for 3 conscripts though into a Maxim, which is also rather strange to go from Maxim. You have access to the Dishka in this commander. Interesting choices. Here we go. And this is what miragefla has been waiting for. There we go, and he snipes it off instantly. Remember, Pathfinders do have a critical. I think it's at 40 health. I'm not sure. 40 health, 40% health. I sometimes forget, but either way, it's not quite as strong as the Agalites, but still, I mean, if you're running around with a sniper that low on health, it's just going to get one shot. Which is why sometimes it pays to get that healing up early after you take damage in the early game, even if it results in less field presence. And yeah, Mirage Flight, nicely done there with the Pathfinders. 2-2 out for laggyAR. Pretty good timing on that. The A half-track rolling out for Mirage Flight at a similar timing though. So he's also hitting his light vehicle at a nice fast timing. Meanwhile, Ed does have tier 2 down. I wonder if he's going to go for a light vehicle as well. You know, his commander does have the Regal anti-tank mines, which we don't see used too often, but it could be a pretty spicy choice, and is indeed building a half-track for that now. Yeah, half-track up there in the north. Looks like Ed's going to continue and finish off the half-track. Thought he might try and squeeze in an anti-tank gun before that, but undeterred. No AT grenades yet for Pantherfame, just going straight for tier 3. And pretty close to the resources for a T70 as well. It's going to be a fast T70. Panzerfaust on the A half-track up there in the north. It's going to slow it down a bit. Got some paratroopers getting dropped over here. Captain extremely low though to the flamethrower. Nearly went down there. Now on the move with a half-track. Looks like, oh, is he going to try to repair it from there? That could get caught out badly. 222 coming around the corner here. Ooh, that was quite a lot of damage. But then the Grenadiers threatening a two-pronged attack here from laggyAR. The snares and the 222. Mirage Fly getting overwhelmed here. And there we go, 222 finishes the job. Nicely done. Good teamwork there from the random access team. But yeah, I mean, that kind of just illustrates the point where, like, if you can avoid taking a snare on your light vehicle, just do so basically at all costs. Because you never know when getting the engine damage is going to just result in the loss of your light vehicle. You might think it's safe, and then you get caught out like that from the 2v1. Especially at that stage, Mirage Flight, you know, investing into paratroopers instead of anti-tank gun. Perhaps inviting that kind of play to get countered. So German infantry for laggyAR. Got a couple of those bolstered Grenadiers coming through. Squad leader Grenadiers. AT grenades ticking at the moment for Pantherfame, but haven't completed quite yet. Looks like it is using just for reinforcement, no flamethrower. But you know, reinforcement. Oh, looks like he lost a pyro at some stage. I didn't notice that. That was the pyro flamer. Oh, I wonder if we went down to the paratroopers up there. But yeah, reinforcement half-track, you know, I've been playing with it a bit myself recently. You might see a first-person view game from it. And if you don't have LMGs on your Grenadiers, it just doesn't work that well. You kind of need that extra firepower from them to kind of make it worthwhile. Made over the hedgerow. Also back the Dishka. Going forwards, looking for the snares, backing away with the 222, spinning around with the machine gun. Where I was about to wear off here. Oh, but the 222 kind of getting hung up on the trees. The snare's going to come through. Oh, no, he decided to cancel it. He was getting too low. He could have got the snare off, though. There's a 222 wreck up there. Did I miss a 222 going down? Did laggyAR go for 2 222s? Or did Ed go for that? laggyARs. So okay, I apologize. I just completely missed that, but it looks like anti-tank gun took that down very, very quickly there. I've got a regal over there for Ed, by the way. Worth noting. And there we go, long range pack shot onto the T70. Double packs, in fact, for laggyAR. Interesting. I wonder if that means it's going to go straight for tier 4. Double AT guns. Generally a little bit overkill in a 2v2 to deal with one light vehicle. Can lead to you getting overwhelmed a little bit in the infantry department, especially up against, you know, SVT conscripts and Dishkas. But he does still have like 4 grenadiers, so it's a pretty healthy infantry base. His KD must be pretty good at the moment. 222 coming up to support. There's these paras. AT gun from long range there. There's the half track back. But the Axis team getting crowded back. Allies with the double fuel control at the moment, so they really need to get something going here. Maxim getting forced away there. Jiu-Jitsu getting quite aggressive, but the T-70's right there. In fact, double T-70s now. One of the pack shots missing. We've got the grenadiers there for the snare. In fact, that one already taking a snare. Very unlucky there. laggyAR missing one of the pack shots would have killed this T-70. Means he has to shoot it for quite a lot longer. Do have another squad coming in for the snare, but probably going to get the decrew on both of these anti-tank guns. There's quite a few conscripts around as well. Oh, no. Stopped driving there. Pack finishes the job. 5-man Grents forcing away the conscripts. That was a little bit of a throw there. I have to say, diving in that deep after the double packs. Didn't have quite enough infantry support there to continue the momentum. Didn't quite get the decrew on them both, and that was with a bit of luck as well. There were 2 or 3 of those pack shots missing early on in the engagement. In the meantime, up in the north, Ed having some trouble. Was machine gun decrewed there. Goes for the recrew, but could go down again. Off made in onto the captain. Pretty good dodge. Machine gun wars over here. Generally the Dishka does do better in the head-to-head, but I guess the grenadiers weren't suppressed, so decided it was too much trouble. And one conscript has gone down for Pantherfame, by the way. Half track up to Vet 3 already. He's got the shared veterancy. So, you know, if there's a lot of combat going on nearby it, it can vet up really, really fast. Doesn't have to do a lot of damage itself. Looks like he might recrew his anti-tank guns here. Reinforce off his teammates' half-track. That's nice to see. It's a beacon. Oh, Major goes down there to the 222. AT gun firing a shot there, now on the run. Be very careful, the Grenadiers are chasing him down, and they do have the G43. Here comes the Sherman though. On AP ammo at the moment, switching rounds. Always want to try switch the rounds before you come into combat, but had other priorities, getting that anti-tank gun away to safety. And getting a couple good hits in there with the Sherman, already up to 3 kills. Do have a pack waiting around the corner by Ed though. But yeah, the Axis have had a tough go of it when it comes to fuel control. They do have a strong support weapon base though, you know, the double packs and the machine gun. Pack and machine gun for Ed as well. So this could go off the rails for the Allies if they don't invest into some rocket artillery. Look at that, just, oh, even behind the heavy cover, just getting bullied. The double LMG guards ripping in there. MG setting up. Going for the mass suppression. And there we go, gets it. Pushing up with the Maxim now. Meanwhile, the Sherman pushing in. Pathfinder's doing some spotting. Took 2 hits though, looks like he's getting cold feet. Popped out some smoke to try and cover this advance. No weapon upgrades yet from miragefla on his rifleman, so starting to drop off in terms of firepower. Without the bars.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And this is a messy engagement from Pantherfame, just charging into this lane. Head on into the machine gun. And then suffering
300 points remaining.
quite badly there. If he brought up one of his machine guns a little bit earlier to suppress the opposing machine gun, it might have worked out, but a little bit slow doing that. AT gun pushing forwards, looking for the 222, but it backs out in time. Miragefla pulling back again. Sherman has been repaired now, and he's going for a pack howitzer. Interesting choice at this stage. Could have gone for the Scott. I think the Scott will be a very reasonable choice. He's going for the pack howie instead. I mean, it's not a terrible option, but you are getting to the stage of the game where we might be seeing quite a lot of rocket artillery, but no, it's actually got to be a howitzer here first for Ed. Hasn't even put his tier 3 or tier 4 down yet. He's going straight into the Howie. Going for this kind of strategy could pay to get a couple more mines down. Maybe one around here. 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 Just trying to defend it. But, you know... Oh! Decrews one of the packs. Grenade on to the Grenadiers. I think they received damage. Working out nicely for them there, otherwise they might have gone down. Grenades exchanged. Oh boy. Oh, they were a little bit slow retreating there, starting their retreat. Not laggyAR's fault at all. Just seemed to hang around for half a second. Very close call. Getting away there. It's how it's going to work here. Busting up this position a bit.
Manufacturing capability has
Yeah, the pack howitzer being a little bit immobile. Make it, I suppose, more vulnerable to the howitzer. Takes longer to get out of the danger zone. Coming back up to the north. Not pushing forwards with the pack though. It's a little bit slow there. Okay, he's bringing up this one. Airborne guards doing a lot of just small arms damage to the 222. They're threatening it in that department. Once it's already a little bit low. It's got the machine gun waiting around the corner. It's off retreating to the half track, baiting the squad in here. Oh, the paratroopers popping the tactical advance, and they wipe that squad very, very quickly. Sherman charging forwards, going for the half track. The pack gets decrewed almost instantly. There it goes. So that did not go well for Ed at all. Good attack there from miragefla. Good smoke. And he just charges through the center, stealing away one of those AT guns. They're trying to go for a close range howitzer barrage. Catch some of these squads. But they continue to advance here. Along the south, Maxim working well against the Grenadiers, suppressing. Good merge into the guards there with the conscripts. Keeping them on the front line. Sherman coming forwards here. Going after the 222. Got a Panzer IV out. This pack doesn't quite get a shot on. Panzer IV backing around the corner. Sherman popping smoke onto the pack now. Oh, but he takes one shot just before the smoke comes down. Now the Panzer IV going to look for the finishing blow. Grenadiers coming in here for the Faust. No, it doesn't even need to. One guards from the side on that machine gun doing a lot of damage. The vehicle wreck here. Oh, covering that rifle nade. Chasing around the corner. Gonna look for the wipe. Not quite getting in range, but can pick up a second LMG, the DP there. It's going to be nice for Ed. And a mortar. Whose mortar was that? It looks like that was maybe laggyAR's mortar. But he holds on to it there. Close call. The howitzer for Ed. Not terribly strong. Only one kill. Very weak army at the moment for him. Pantherfame, it looks like he spent some fuel on something. Did he lose a tank like immediately? No, just the two T-70s. Thought he might have produced a T-34 and lost it before I even noticed. No, wasn't the case. Another beacon going down there for miragefla. Worth planting them since they're free. He's reinforcing his paratroopers with it there. So we have some air mines down here for Ed. And they're getting attack grounded. Kind of weird that, you know, he never went for the sweeper on his rear echelon. So that Regal could still backfire on miragefla quite badly. By not going for the sweepers. Looks like the rear echelon maybe going to get forced away by the Panzer IV. See the XSR down on VPs quite badly, 150 already. In control of 2 at the moment. Here comes the howitzer. There we go, nice connection on the Dishka. Narrowly missing that shot. Gonna get one more opportunity. miragefla with a big infantry force coming through. Doesn't have any anti-tank gun support though. They're a little bit further back. Oh, and kind of running right into the howitzer range there. The Pathfinder's taking quite a bit of damage. Pushing forwards here with the paratroopers. They're getting shredded fast. There's a lot of firepower. 3 vetted up grenadiers ripping in there. Oh, rear echelon low. Pathfinders. Looks like they went down to the howitzer. miragefla just leaving them in the danger zone there. Oh, double AT guns around the corner. It gets behind the shot blocker, I imagine. Box shots at least. Haven't seen that tested so far. And a close call there for laggyAR's Panzer IV. SU-85 out from Pantherfame first, which is an interesting choice, and he does have the triple airborne guards for anti-infantry, so I suppose he just needs the anti-tank in the form of the SU.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
What he can do is, you know, use the SU-85 on focus sight mode, spot where the machine gun is, and then flank it quite easily with his squads. Generally wouldn't recommend just shooting at a machine gun with your SU-85, revealing its position and opening up to return fire from the anti-tank guns. They're just still there. More east mines going down from Ed, covering the central VP area. FH pretty close to V1 now after that last wipe. Oh boy, and here we go. This is it. miragefla about to pay the ultimate price for never getting the sweep on this rear echelon. Oh, but the Sherman getting some lucky penetrations here. Panzer IV just missing and bouncing, missing and bouncing. Sherman continues to get through the armor. Oh my god, and the Panzer IV goes down. miragefla brings up his anti-tank gun. Ed needs to attack ground here. There we go, finishes the job. It wasn't even a direct hit. That was just horrible luck there for Ed. Was that 3 pins in a row? From the Sherman. On the Panzer IV at that range, that's pretty damn unlucky. But yeah, I think I probably would have just not tried to flank around there. You saw it briefly thinking about that. End up getting too close and taking the anti-tank grenade that was ultimately his downfall. 25 pushing in now on laggyAR's Panzer. Here come the anti-tank guns though. Oh boy, and he's spinning around. Looks like he lost sight on them though. MG needs to spin around as well. Got the Paras coming in. Oh, it's going to be too late. Panzer IV coming back in. Gets a pretty good hit on them too. And the Su-85 has disengaged quite far back. Go grenade out. Doesn't quite get the decrew on the pack. Oh my god, it's on nothing. I don't know how that survived there. Lucky break for laggyAR. Going to hold on to the veterancy on that. Now going for a second Panzer IV. Looks like it has put down. Okay, it's going for mortar. Strange. Quite a few tellers down here for laggyAR, by the way. That's a lot of tellers, in fact. That could be nasty. The Su-85 took some more damage through the center from its anti-tank guns. Has to pull back for repairs. So far, the Su-85 has not been terribly successful. Has to be said. Quick look at the KD here for everyone. It's like Pantherfame really struggling in that department. He's calling in one of the Vet 1 abilities from the guards there, the standard strafing run. Now a base howitzer barrage. Targeting towards Pantherfame's base, maybe? No, going after mirageflas. Not sure exactly where he's targeting. Generally targeting the US Forces base, not quite as good of an idea. Now there we go. Gets a very lucky shot there, takes out the ambulance. I was going to say because they can just move their ambulance, reinforce and heal from a different location. Doesn't really hurt them that much. And you know, you can always just get really lucky and take down the ambo like that. And Mirage didn't try to dodge that at all, so maybe he really has himself to blame. Su-85 coming back here to deal with the double Panzer IVs. We've got the double packs nearby though. Suffering quite a lot of bleed from the Panzer IVs combining with the MG here. Should get behind heavy cover, and they might even be able to take down the machine gun frontally if they do that. Su-85 though just can't find the angle, needs to come down here a bit more. Pulling in the Vet 1 ability to force off the machine gun, but in the meantime, oh, triggers one of his own mines. Pantherfame, yeah, very, very clunky movements. There's Su-85 coming down now, but yeah, I mean, he's already had to pull back with all his infantry. Didn't get any damage on those Panzer IVs. Jackson out now for miragefla. Now going for the Scott. Double anti-tank guns in some trouble here. The vetted up Paras just doing so much damage. And he's popping a demo charge on this anti-tank gun.
75mm gun carrier ready. A capture point is under attack.
There it goes. Nicely done from miragefla. 32 kills on those Paras. No, 33 now. They are working out nicely. Rare sight to see them with the SMGs, but a welcome one.
Points are down to 300.
Double Panzer IVs through the center. Su-85 rotating for them, but already pulled back by the time it arrives. Might be able to get one shot on if he had the focus sight active. He does. Oh, there we go. Missing the shot. Panzer IV's backing out now. There we go. Connecting. Close to Vet 1. Scouts are pointed more in the north, and now a flak panzer from edge. Quite risky with only one anti-tank gun at this stage. Maybe with the double AT guns he could have got away with it, but I suppose it's kind of lucky for him that miragefla, you know, has gone for the Jackson Scott instead of just the straight up Sherman route here. Pack coming down in that area could do a lot of damage. So many units clumped up over here. Looks like the barrage might have ended though. Out of range now. 305 connecting long range. Triple packs moving up on the SU. Some bazookas trying to come in from the side though. Flak Panzer gets rid of them very, very quickly. And now the Howitzer coming in. S-35 having to get out of there. Good. Oh my. Could have been a Grenadier wipe there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Double Panzer force going forwards to pull very far back with the S-35. It's coming back in now.
We are losing a sector.
Oh. Right on his mate's telemine. That could have backfired horribly on laggyAR. Look how he's staying in position here, but that's a dangerous position. There's a 4 coming through, and the Howitzer still barraging this area too. There we go, getting decrewed. S-85 coming back in. Panzer 4 gets out in time. Oh, Captain in the north. Oh, and that goes down. Drops a bar as well.
They got wiped out.
As far as Jackson coming up to the north. Ed spots it with the pack, but misses its first shot. Jackson coming around the corner. Maybe he doesn't have sight at the moment. Machine gun covering the paratroopers. Pack doesn't quite get the shot on. miragefla backing away again. And Pantherfame's just been bleeding so much, he hasn't been able to squeeze out another vehicle yet. The real issue with him is that he's just not quite playing with the SU-85 correctly. It's just, you know, maybe gets a little bit too close, takes 2 shots from the pack, then has to disengage. Then leaves most of his squads out, taking a tremendous amount of bleed from the double Panzer IVs. And then SU-85 comes in, but it's a little bit too late. Needs to consider his pushes and orchestrate them with a bit more harmony. Okay, Jackson around the corner here. Coming back around for the flak panzer. Connecting. A lot of bleed here though. He's got the Howie coming down as well, hitting Vet 2 now. Flak panzer getting quite low. Jackson continuing the push, but missing that shot, so he's not going to push in any further. Pack coming around the corner here. And connecting with the Jackson. MG42 shutting down this assault from miragefla. You can hear the announcer. Axis have turned things around massively after being down, what was it, like 450? Like 160? Now the VP score very close to even. Second SU-85 going to be the answer for Pantherfame. Kind of interesting, you know, one of the real strengths of this commander is T-34 RAM plus rocket run. We haven't seen any rocket runs so far, and the RAM can be pretty hard for those rocket runs to land. Especially when he's only got 2 conscripts for snares. I don't think we've seen him plant any mines so far. 550 munitions floating. Pantherfame also only has 1 combat engineer for repairs at the moment. Could be trouble with 2 SU-85s, as well as sweeping duties, which I don't think he's done any, and there are bucket loads of tellers, as we saw earlier, just all over the show. Doesn't even have the sweeper upgraded on that 1 combat engineer he has, which is foolish, because it does also give you the repair speed bonus. So you know, if you've got the munitions for it, you don't have the flamethrower, you should 100% have the sweeper. And that could backfire horribly on Pantherfame this game. Second Scott for miragefla. Stacking up the indirect fire here. Our troopers reinforcing from the beacon. Keep dropping in here. Oh, but that was the last model. miragefla didn't retreat. Grenadiers charging through, getting a Faust off. And calling in the Stuka dive bomb over here. How's miragefla going to react to that? He's dodging forwards with the Jackson, back with the Scots, both the Scots. With the engine critical. Black Panzer going forwards. Jackson spinning around. Getting caught up on the VP. Takes one shot from the pack. Oh, no munitions for the Faust here for Ed. The Panzer IV coming forwards. May chase away the Jackson here. Howitzer coming down, scaring away the Scots. So miragefla losing his anti-tank gun up there, losing his paras, getting a little bit overwhelmed it seems. The micro on the Scots seem to be causing him some headaches. Panzer IV's meanwhile going to work here. Just trying to oorah in, get the snare off. Unsuccessful though. 35's hammering away with the packs for laggyAR. In the south, and the S285 just left there, goes down. Seems like Pantherfame also having a lot of trouble with his late game micro. With both the allied players suffering in the same department, they're really starting to fall apart here after that strong early game. And that's where the howitzer, can come into its own in the late game. It's just like one more thing to dodge. Can get a little bit overwhelming. Airborne guards are doing pretty well here up against the Greens, but
Su-85 tank destroyer ready.
off they didn't. Good dodge. Now the allies are behind on the VP count, but do have some greenies coming from the side here from Ed, getting the Faust off, but the Jackson taking shots long range thanks to the sight from the Pathfinders. Some pretty good hits in here. Grenade out. Oh, I didn't even notice he has grenades on his rifleman upgraded, and that Jackson just blasting away here. He did put down a bunker, but it's going to get taken down as well by the Jackson. The howitzer coming down up here now, though. Oh, and this could be nasty for those Scots. He needs to jump back in that one. Get out of the danger zone. That's why you're playing a dangerous game, buddy. Trying to repair up there. Jackson gets some good long-range hits in. Looks like he didn't shift command back in, but gets back in quite quickly anyway. Pathfinder's continuing to provide sight and long range, allowing this Jackson to work. And that's really one of the strengths of the Pathfinders, I find, when playing this commander. Allows me to use my Jackson so much more efficiently. So he's calling in another squad of paratroopers now. Scott's going to work on the pack long range. Oh, it's a big force coming to the south by laggyAR. That S285 once again shooting at a team weapon, exposing himself, and now getting hung up, getting blocked by his own team weapon. The Panzer IVs could pounce on him here. Second S285 coming down. Oh, but this could backfire on laggyAR. He's got conscripts nearby for the snare, but he doesn't bring them across. Calls in the anti-tank planes that are blocking from his own Panzer IV here. Traffic jam. And down goes one of the Panzer IVs. And the anti-tank gun's a little bit exposed there as well. Been quite low. Could wrap around from this side. The 5-man Greens trying to hold their line. One of the packs does go down. The Sh-85's coming back in. They're full health. They'll try and continue the chase here. Especially with one of the anti-tank guns that's gone down. But do you have to worry about those tellers still? Oh, and it looks like this Sh-85's going to run right into it with the pack right there. No! Somehow he skates by it. I thought he was getting snared for sure. Maybe the second one though. Yeah, indeed, the second one does. Here we go. Oh, main gun crit on that one. Pack spinning around. Can the machine gun hold the line here? Yep, there we go. One of the Sh-85s goes down. This one also with engine damage from the Telemine. Can the pack get 2 shots off? It is Vet 3. Good rate of fire. Does he still have sight though? Might not because of the smoking wreck there. Looks like he's having to go for attack round, but he gets it. Nicely done there by laggyAR and the mines. Mines pay dividends. Pantherfame just never getting the sweeper. Ouch. laggyAR going for a Panther now to replace one of those Panzer IVs. Miragefla advancing here with a pretty good force, but also could... Okay, he's got the sweeper now after running over that Regal. But at the moment, he's charging forwards with all of his stuff here. Needs to get on that capture circle. VP's getting quite low. There we go. Spots the teller. Nicely done. Panzer IV coming in from Ed from this position. Pantherfame with no answer, having lost both of his Sh-85s, and now going to lose his Dishka. Also on counter barrage here. It's just going after the Scots. Not the most efficient. I think I maybe would have tried to target the VP as was getting captured there, but it's easy to just sit and forget that. So Miragefla trying to attack ground that with the bazookas. Not having much luck though. And now a Sherman for Miragefla. You can see the army sizes though. Nexus with a pretty large lead with our Pantherfame, and I'm not sure what Pantherfame's doing here. I think if I was him, I'd be trying to stall the reinforcement on my squads to try to get another Sh-85 out as quickly as possible. But he's running back onto the battlefield. No anti-tank could suffer a tremendous amount of bleed here in the meantime. Luckily Ed hasn't pushed forwards with his P4 as well. Oh, gotta be careful sitting on that Telemine, laggy. Could go quite badly wrong. Jackson coming in from the north here. And there go the double Scots. The Scots trying to reinforce from the half track, but oh, engine damage on the Panther. Jackson backing away for repairs though. Oh, he's right on top of that teller. If that gets triggered, that could be nasty, wiping a whole bunch of units. A rocket run coming through, but a good dodge from the Panther. Doesn't take too much damage. Here comes the Sherman. But the pack quite hard to decrew here with the half-track reinforcing it. The Scott taking a couple of hits. No, that's actually the Sherman taking more hits. Getting suppressed. The Scott doing some good damage. Jackson coming in briefly, but now disengaging again. Still on counter barrage, not hitting too much there. Oh, and there's the Sh-85 getting a couple good hits in. But the Axis are in control of the VPs at the moment. Allies on the drain, down to 56. So they've got to get something going here, and fast. So with a bit of manpower in the bank, could squeeze out one more unit. Might need a second Jackson, honestly, up against this many vehicles on the side of the Axis. Otherwise, with no anti-tank guns at the moment, so they need all the anti-tank they can afford. And Pantherfame, you see, even after running over the Telemine, still doesn't have sweepers on his own engineers. That is just so devastating to see. Okay, some smoke from Miragefla. I think, and now he's trying to cap behind it. Going for the center, but 5-man Green's running in there to stall that out. Yeah, Airborne Guards ripping into the Grenadiers here. War for the central VP rages. Okay, a push here from Ed. Jackson solo shooting some shots at the Flak Panzer, but there's the Ostheer from the side. Sherman coming around, getting onto the rear arm of the Panzer IV. Flak Panzer has gone down, but you see Ed was trying to repair that up, goes down to a lucky shot from the Scot, and the Panzer IV goes down as well. So that push from Ed did not go terribly well, but might not end up mattering, because that is allowing good control of the central VP area from the Axis, and the Allies are draining out fast here. Ostheer in some trouble. Panther pushing in. And he's one more shot, but decides to disengage. Meanwhile, the Sherman in some trouble. Rockets force back the Panther. Sherman, oh boy, Panzer IV chasing in after him here. Ostheer connecting long range, and the Sherman's armor holds up. Looks like he might be jumping out of it. No. Oh, yep, there he goes. Does jump out of it just before he goes down. Nicely timed. Miragefla calling in the P-47s himself. Connecting with both these tanks. They're slightly outside the targeting zone now. Ed going for the cap in the north, looking to close out the game right here. I'll try jumping back into the Jackson. Trying to get something going here, but I think it's too little too late. If Miragefla had a second Jackson during that last fight, everything might have been a bit different. But he just didn't quite have enough there to hold on. Yep, and there we go. Triple cap, 6 VPs left. Guys just don't quite have enough. And there we go. GG. Pretty good game from Miragefla, I felt. He got a little bit sloppy losing a couple of his squads, but overall he was playing pretty well. Pantherfame letting down the team a bit. His Ostheer usage. Yeah, he needs to have the Ostheer back there ready while he's making his infantry push, so that when the Panzer IV comes forwards to bleed his infantry, his Ostheer can just start hammering it immediately. Doesn't have to move his Ostheer into position, drop like 10 models while the Ostheer moves into range. Yeah. And then, yeah, no sweepers. Just painful to watch that particular time. Yeah, just all these towers down from laggyAR. I mean, it could have backfired on Pantherfame a lot earlier than that. But GG, some entertaining action on this one. Ed with the howitzer action, some half-tracks play, nice to see. Pantherfame going for a Katyusha at this stage, very, very late in the game. But yeah, we didn't really see almost any rocket artillery this game. A rare sight for a 2v2. Anyway, guys, wrapping that. If you like your game, be cast by me. Details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.